Hey guys, in this video I want to talk about whether or not Andrew Jacked can actually win the Mr. Olympia. With there being lots of speculation and hype surrounding Andrew's most recent showing, I wanted to analyze the top competition one by one to see whether or not he can actually defeat the best of the best right now. This will be more so of an analysis on the competition rather than a side-by-side comparison with Andrew, so keep that in mind. Who do you guys think Andrew can beat this year, and who do you think will place ahead of him? Let me know in the comments below, and let's get into this video. The first competitor many people have Andrew handily placing ahead of is the 2024 New York Pro Champion, Nick Walker. I did a comparison between the two, and the most common response was that Andrew would destroy that version of Nick. While this might be the case from the front, the side poses are where the 2024 Texas Andrew falls short. I'm 100% certain that if he fixes his side posing, he will only lose the back poses to Nick, leading to a convincing 6-2 win for Andrew in the 8 mandatories. As it is though, Nick presents what he has in a better fashion from the side, is more refined when it comes to the conditioning from the front and back, and has tremendous thickness in the back and side poses. Nick is someone who I believe will be leapfrogged by Andrew this year if he doesn't drastically improve his physique for the Olympia, even if Andrew just comes in with the same physique as at the Texas, but with better posing. Brandon Curry is another competitor that placed ahead of Andrew at last year's Olympia, where both were definitely not at their best. Now, Brandon is a great bodybuilder and presents a phenomenal package when he's on. However, last year he had an imbalance between his left and right arms, his legs from the front and back were noticeably small, and his physique was kind of worn out. Even Andrew's noticeably off physique could have and probably should have placed ahead of Brandon, so considering the age factor for the former champ, I think that Andrew will easily place higher this year. He has far more momentum than last year, made significant size improvements as well, and even wins in the back poses against Brandon in my opinion. Basically the same story as Nick, since Brandon may look a bit thicker from the side and might win those poses, however Andrew handily takes the other 6 shots. Samson Daa is up next, and in my opinion this is where things start to get interesting. Samson and Andrew present very similar physiques, sharing comparable aesthetics and structures. Samson does have Andrew beat in the overall mass and density, especially from the side, and has a more uniform condition from every angle. However, Andrew has more wow factor from the front, noticeably better muscle insertions, and finer details in the poses like the front double front lat spread and the ab and thigh. He's able to get that thin skin conditioning from the front that Samson lacks, while Samson has twice the size in the side leg and the hamstrings from behind. I think that these two are rather close when looking at their most recent versions, and I can see Andrew placing ahead of Samson if he has comparably dug out hamstrings and better side posing. Samson hasn't brought that next level condition we want to see from him just yet, whereas Andrew has made significant improvements in a very short time. That said, since Samson is more complete in every pose, it will be hard for Andrew to beat a past Samson even without the aforementioned changes. Hottie Chupin is where I'd say things get extremely rough for Andrew. Hottie is known for his frontal poses, which showcase the incredible separation and detail in every muscle. While Andrew is the closest to Hottie at that level when it comes to the chest and the midsection detail, Hottie would win in the condition while Andrew wins the size and the shape. I would say that Hottie is very competitive in the front double, front lat spread, and ab and thigh. However, I would still give these poses to Andrew because he's way too aesthetic, developed, and perfected in these shots. Now, the side chest and side tricep with posing changes can be Andrew's as well, and with that top tier conditioning from behind, he may even be able to take out Hottie, who isn't known for that razor sharp conditioning in the glutes, back, or hams. As of their most recent renditions though, Hottie is too sharp from the side and poses perfectly in both shots, and has better development and thickness from the side. If Andrew makes those changes though, I don't really see why he can't defeat Hottie in the side shots, with the sheer size, stature, and mass that he carries, and I also don't see why he can't beat him in the front shots either, because I think he already has them, so I don't see why he can't beat him overall. Lastly is the reigning champ Derek Lunsford, who is not as impressive as Hottie's most recent version. That said, he's just as tough for Andrew as Hottie, since Derek was able to defeat a very good Hottie at the Olympia. Andrew has the structure from the front to contend with Derek's beautiful flow and shape, the potential to win the side poses with his full muscle belly, strided upper half, and better positioned side leg and arm. However, the back poses are a write-off for almost anyone next year. It would help Andrew to beat the previous guys if he had deeply cut hamstrings and striated glutes. However, against Derek, that shouldn't necessarily be his priority. His strength lies within the front shots and the possibility of turning the side poses into huge strong points. Like I've said for every one of these competitors he will face at the Olympia, if he brings his A-game with considerable improvements in the conditioning and posing, he can 100% win the Olympia. I'm sure the feedback from the Texas Pro will fire him up to come in even better, since knowing that the world thinks and believes you can be number one must motivate him. Anyways, do you guys think that Andrew can beat all the guys I just mentioned? And if not, where do you draw the line for these guys that he will lose to? What place do you think he can reasonably get at the 2024 Olympia? And in your personal opinion, where would you want him to place? If you enjoyed this video, a like and sub would really be awesome, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.